Hey guys, it's me Destiny, and welcome to my wedding series makeup videos. The first video will be on foundation, followed by powder products, eyebrows, lips, eyelashes, and blush. To get the foundation look, then stay tuned for my first video. If you'd like to learn how to do the rest, stay tuned for the others. Alright guys, so talk to you later. Bye. Okay guys, so as in any foundation look, you're going to start off with a cleansed and moisturized face, and this is just going to help the foundation to go on a lot more smoothly. I'm using a very light moisturizer, almost a serum, and it has a little bit of a shimmer product and some anti-aging properties, which is going to really make the skin look really nice and glowy without being too shimmery. Since we're going to be using a matte foundation, this is going to be a really important step. In case you want to know in particular, the moisturizer I'm using is called Vichy, and it's Lift Active CXP Total. It has vitamin C and peptide, so it's going to really make your skin glow and look really, really pretty. So next I'm going to be using a primer for any fine lines or any pores or any texture problems. And I'm going to be using Laura Mercier foundation primer. It's oil free. I'm not going to use it all over my face. I don't want to weigh my face down, but I do want to optimize the results I'm going to get. So I'm going to sweep that in here. And you're just going to blend it out under your eyes and anywhere where you have enlarged pores. And you can even take and spread it out with your fingers. Okay. Next, you're going to let that set in a little bit, and then you're going to do color correcting and concealer. The color corrector I'll be using is the Studio Secrets Anti-Dull, and this one is medium deep, and it's kind of an apricot tone, and it helps to alleviate any dullness or if you have any areas of discoloration under your eyes, around your nose, your mouth, etc. It's going to help with that. And you're just going to apply it in the areas where you need a little bit of brightness. And in areas where you have hyperpigmentation. And as you can see, I do. And I do not have perfect skin. But what you're just going to do is just dab that anywhere where you have hyperpigmentation. And I know it seems like I'm using a lot and I'm kind of applying it haphazardly. However, this is just going to act as base for our foundation. And you're just going to go ahead and blend it out. Okay, so now that that's all blended out, I know you're probably looking at me thinking, oh my god, you look a mess. What did you do? Well, this is just going to the base just acts as a color corrector, and it's just going to help to whatever you put on top of it balance out any darkness or imperfections. And what I'm going to do, usually I would start with the center of my face and I would do the lighter color first, but since we're going to be applying a lot more foundation than usual, that step's going to get done a little bit later. And as you can see, every imperfection just disappears very, very easily. And that is what that base is all about. You know, you may not even need concealer depending on the condition of your skin. Okay, but I'm going to show how you would use it just in case. Okay, and by the way, I am using Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus, and I'm using number 85. I did quite a tan. And if you don't feel comfortable using sponges with your more expensive foundation, like I don't sometimes, especially when I don't have a lot of money to go buy more, you can just take a synthetic brush and apply it all over your face. Okay? And with wedding makeup, we're definitely going to be sticking to a matte finish because, I mean, I'm going to explain this in a wedding video overhaul. But you don't want a really super dewy look all over your whole entire face because it's going to make you look a little bit heavier. It's not going to photograph well. You're going to get that kind of ashy look that everyone talks about. Why do I get that ashy look? When the camera is reflecting so much light, it's going to make your face look a little ashy. And the reason I'm wearing this turban is because you're going to want your hair out of your face completely because you really need to go in and really perfect your skin because you're going to want to look really nice in your photos. And if you're not using a Photoshopper, it's going to be relying solely on the makeup artist. And then you're going to go into any areas where you need a little bit of extra coverage. And you're going to want to bring it down your neck a little bit. As you can see, I have like a little bit of a blemish under my neck area. So you're just going to go in and cover that. Okay, so I'm going to take some concealer, and I'm going to take actually two concealers. One is the Makeup Forever Professional Lift Concealer, and I'm going to be using that under my eyes and around my mouth. And I'm going to take it and dot it on the back of my hand. It's a little bit lighter than my skin, not that much. But I'm going to take that and apply that all around my eyes, around my nose area, and around my mouth. Don't worry about getting foundation on your lips because you can go in and you're going to fix that later, but you're going to want to get everything. It's not about applying a whole bunch of foundation on your face, but you've got to do this strategically and you've got to make sure you get the best results, whether you're a makeup artist, you're doing it yourself, or you kind of want to have something to show your makeup artist kind of what your goal is. Okay? And you're going to go in and really blend that into the skin. Okay. And as you can see, my eyes are getting a very awake, lifted, bright look without being too obvious. You can really definitely tell in this eye as it's not all the way blended. You're definitely going to want to blend around your jawline, around your hairline, and your neck. Okay? And then I'm going to look and I see a couple of little spots that are shining through. So I'm going to take this foundation, which is more toward my skin tone. And this is the Makeup Forever HD High Definition Concealer. And it is in color, I want to say number 5. And I'm just going to take a little bit and roll it onto my sponge. Ooh. This is a twist up foundation concealer, and I almost wish I would have put it on my brush, but I'm just gonna go in, get anywhere you see anything. I'm gonna go in and just now that you have almost a perfect base, perfect canvas, you're gonna go in and do any area where you have a raised blemish, and you're gonna kind of put a little bit of a, not darker, but exactly your skin tone. You don't want to put too much highlight on those areas, too much shine, because they're really gonna stick out in photos. But we're gonna matte this all down in a second anyway. Our next step is highlighting, contouring, and really making your face look flawless and professional and very chiseled. So I'm going to be using my little foundation palette, and these are all Makeup Forever. These are all black opal cream foundation sticks. They're very inexpensive. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my Sigma 109 brush, and I'm going to use the color Truly Topaz to do some highlighting. And actually I'm going to use my beauty tools, and I'm just going to get some on the tips of my brush. You can see right here, and I'm going to start from underneath my eye and go up my cheekbone toward my hairline, and I'm going to do the same thing over here, okay, and in my chin area and on the bottom of my jawline. Okay, and take a little bit more, and I'm gonna do my forehead. Okay, then you're gonna take your sponge and you're going to blend that out. You're gonna blend it so you don't see any edges, so it kind of diffuses in your skin, but not so much that it disappears. Okay, now that you're highlighted, it's going to be time for contour, and I'm going to take the black walnut from Black Opal onto my brush. It's a really dark brown, kind of a neutral color, and I'm going to sweep it into the hollows of my cheekbones. And along the bottom of my jawline, and the bottom of my chin, and my temples, and around the top of my forehead. That step is optional if you have a big head or if you have a wider head, that can help. And then we're just going to blend it out. Okay, you're not going to use so much on your brush that it looks very thick or cakey. Just going to coat your brush. Blend everything out. Okay, I'm just going to go in and blend everything. If you want a higher contour, if you want a more obvious contour, or you want your cheekbones to look sky high, you can use the choice of a lighter color, or once you set your cream foundation, you can use powder products on top, which is pretty much what we're going to do. But you want to kind of try to stay in the matte. The only place I would put maybe a hot highlight is right here, and personally for me that would be it. But you're going to take a smaller brush and a concealer brush, and you're going to take, well, I'm going to take Heavenly Honey, and I'm going to apply that very close to my lash line. Okay, and I'm going to apply it to the tops of my cheekbone and then in my brow area. And this is just going to be that definite, when you turn your face is going to be, you're going to be given face, okay? Your face is going to be beat, okay? So, and then you're just going to blend that out lightly, okay? That's just that fine tuning. So when you turn your face, those cheekbones look just out there and your face just looks beautiful, okay? And you're just going to blend that out. Then you're going to take under your eye. Just going to blend it out. And that's just to give your eyes a very, I'm wide awake, very well rested, healthy look about them. Okay. Next, we're going to take whatever's left on that brush, sweep it down our nose, right through the center, and down to the tip. Get that very heavenly honey, and sweep it down to the tip of our nose. And then we're going to take this sponge and blend it out. This is going to help your nose to look straighter. If it's not as straight as you want it to be, it's going to make you look like you've lost a couple of pounds, because most women, when they gain weight, you know, their facial features spread out a little bit. So that's going to really help with that. Okay, and then we're going to take that darker foundation, that black opal black walnut, and you're going to bring it in near the highlight color. And you're going to bring it up into your eye area. You're going to sweep it down and down past your tip. Okay, and then you're going to sweep it across the bottom. Then, well, you can use your brush. You're going to take your brush and you're just going to pull it down and blend it. Just going to pull it down and blend it out. You don't want it to look like, gee whiz, she has a lot of contour on her nose, but it's just to look polished. It's your wedding day. People are going to expect you to look a little glamorous, a little made up. We're not trying to change our appearance from, you know, one person to another, just the best us that we can achieve using a little help from cosmetics. That's all. Okay? Oops. Then you're going to take a little bit more of that heavenly honey and kind of just finalize that. Okay? And I know you're thinking it's looking a little hot, but you're going to take and blend it out. Okay? And the reason it's picking up so hot is because that's a yellow-based foundation, but it's going to look really great because usually when you're around my skin tone, the inner of your face has a little bit of yellow undertone, but if it doesn't, you can get a light one with a reddish undertone. Oops. So I'm going to take a little bit more of that black walnut and just come in here and really push a little bit more into the area, and then just blend it out. Okay? The next step is to set your foundation. Everything I'm using right now is a little bit higher end. It's your wedding day, and I think the things, if you can, that you should splurge on is your foundation, your setting powder, because I would personally, on a bride, definitely use the Makeup Forever because it's going to give your face a really flawless finish. It's going to last, and it works really well together with Makeup Forever foundation. I wouldn't splurge on eyeshadow, eyelashes, lip color, lip liner, mascara. But foundation, setting powder, a good concealer, and even a good moisturizer are things you may want to consider. You don't have to, but it's hopefully going to be your first and last wedding and you want it to be like flawless, seamless, work with the best of the best. Okay, so I'm going to be using Makeup Forever HD setting powder. Okay, now this is just going to help to eliminate any pores, any extra shine, anything not wanted or needed. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, and anywhere I see shine, I'm going to dab it. You don't want to brush it because it's going to change the finish of your foundation. And when you're setting under your eyes, go like this to make sure it gets in all the fine lines. And I got that tip from Sam Fine's makeup DVD. Okay. Same thing over here. Okay. Then I'm going to take a fluffier brush and stamp it all over. Wedding makeup can be very hit or miss. You don't want to look like the pretty girl walking down the street. You are the bride, you're the main attraction, you're the one that everyone came to see. You're the reason for this whole day. So don't be afraid to go in on your makeup. You don't have to look beat and clownish, but I definitely think you should put on a little bit of a glamour show. Okay? Just go in and set everything. Okay, and if you have makeup down your neck, don't forget to set down your neck. Okay? Okay, so now that your foundation is set, you're going to take a little bit of a fluffy brush and kind of help to remove any excess powder. Okay. I'm going to be using Sephora's Spray Flash Radiance Spray. And I like this one because it really helps to set the foundation. It gives a slight, not really a shine, but a nice dewiness to your skin. You're going to let that dry, and then you're going to move in with your powder products, your blush, any more contour powders. You're going to do your eyebrows and then your lips and everything else, and I will be doing those, and it will be following this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you, and don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. I'll be in touch, guys, and hopefully you'll do the same. Thanks. Bye.